Good morning. What's up? My name is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading, and welcome, hopefully, welcome back to the Wheelhouse. So I thought we would talk this morning about a couple picks that I picked up personally yesterday. I had put it in the Discord alerts along with all my stops, all my trades, my buys, any trimming, scaling in, scaling out. Everything is in there. The Discord link is below. You guys should just really jump in. There's cool people in there. They're all like doing charts and like got cool stock picks and crypto picks, and it's a cool community. So you guys just click the link and you can get it in for free. Past 200 people, it's $5 to get in. So might as well. I think there's a few spots left. There's not a lot. So definitely, if you're one of the first people to see this video, click that link and get in there. And if you don't like it, you can leave. But I have a feeling you're gonna like it because you're gonna meet cool people, and there's a lot of good stock and crypto stuff going on in there. So anyways, I picked up some shares of this company called Prog. That's the ticker, Progenity. I picked up 8,000 shares yesterday. And there's a couple things that I liked about it. Number one, it's been screaming above the 9 EMA on this line chart, and I like that. Number two, kind of like the Clean Spark, the Qualcomm, and the Chewy charts that I just went over in the last videos that I bought. They all just came out of a big bear trend and just broke the 200 EMA. And look, that just broke. So I saw that just like Qualcomm, just like Clean Spark, and just like Chewy, which I bought all of those. And basically, I see this coming up to this breakout spot of $3.99. Now I see institutional support. I see a bullish trend. I see we got above the 200. I see we have a breakout coming. I see that there's been an insider buy of 295,000 shares from an executive. And I know that there's an earnings coming up. And the word on the street is that the earnings is supposed to beat Wall Street estimates. So when I put all those things together, it kind of makes me interested in buying. So here's a little update that I like. When you beat by earnings per share, the quarterly earnings per share have a big growth beat from the previous year as well as the quarter, and then there's annual revenue coming in, and they're lowering their debt, which means that they have more equity in their business. As an example, imagine like you buy a home at the top of the market, and you put down $10,000, and let's just say that's 3% of your home, and then you go get a loan for the rest of it, which is 97%. Well, you only have 3% equity. So when these businesses have a lot of debt and a lot of loans, even if it's for growth or whatever, that basically reduces their equity, and it's something that you have to watch for. So when a company reduces debt by 20.2 million, they get more equity, and that brings more confidence and shareholder value to people like us that invest in a company. So, seeing that Prog has insider buys, Wall Street or analysts believe that it's going to beat Wall Street estimates. It has momentum. It just crossed from bearish to bullish in the last week. And, I was running some numbers. I think this thing could do 100%. This thing could do 300%. It just depends where it goes. But I could definitely see at least a double on it. I just picked it up. Today. I'm pretty much flat. I'm even at the moment. I'm not really down or up. I went down a little bit, and then I went up a little bit, and I think I'm just barely up at the the way that it closed. But yeah, I mean, look, they paid off some debt, and they did it through private exchange of 7.25% notes that aren't even due till 2025. And of course, like I said, when debt is lowered, the equity goes up, the share value goes up, and usually the price action or the price of the stock will go up. So there it is, shares rise. So they had a privately negotiated agreement with certain non-affiliated holders of its 7.25 convertible senior notes due 2025 to exchange 20.2 million of the notes for about 8.5 million of common shares. So yeah, they're swapping out shares for debt, and that's also a bullish sign, because not only are they getting rid of debt, but the debtor believes that they're going to make more money by having the shares. So there must be some sort of insider information there in my mind. Now this thing has literally gone from 93 cents all the way to 4.39 in a matter of less than a month. So that's like 400% in less than a month. That's quite extreme. Let's go take a look at that real quick. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is interesting right here. So these are why I picked this thing up. So today it went up 15.76%. In 5 days, 5 days is down a little bit. In 1 month, it says 164%. So maybe it's a little longer than a month. Yeah, I'm sorry. In 1 month, so 164.71%. I thought I said it was 93 cents a month ago. Anyways, whatever. It's a huge gain, and I like that. And so right here, look at this. This is what I was talking about. Progenity Inc. expected to beat earnings estimates. Can the stock move higher? That's that kind of bullish momentum and that kind of word on the street with insider buying and then selling off convertible notes that aren't even due for another 4 years to the debtor, and the debtor is willing to take the stock at 8.2 million. To me, that's very like insider bullish signal. So I'm feeling it. Plus, we just broke the 200, which is quite bullish right here. And if we were to take a look at it, I drew this line, and that trajectory, that trend angle, is pretty significant. So it looks to me like this thing. First of all, we got the blue ribbons, we got the blue cheese on the ribeye, which is sick, and then the blue cloud is moving up, and this thing basically wicked up. Came down, came back, hit resistance, knocked on the door down here support, and it's on its way back up this line. So from a technical standpoint, I think this Prog is a quick money maker. Just in the after hours alone, I'm up not quite 2 grand, but like 1,700 or 1,700, something like that in after hours. But I don't really count the after hours because anything can change, and if you've been in the market long enough, you know that. Indicators are turning bullish, so that's good. And the second stock that I wanted to talk about was PayPal. Now, we all know that PayPal is it's a blue chip. It's really good, and it's been beaten to hell. And the reason that I got beat to hell, which is rare, so therefore I see it as an opportunity, and I actually bought it. I bought it today. And the reason I see this as an opportunity is because I know this thing has been way up here, in the 310 area, and I know that this thing just runs like Microsoft. It's just a really, really good one. And the reason this whole dip took place was because they were going to buy Pinterest. Well, that's what started it. We had the regular dip going on in the Dow and the Nasdaq, and then the Pinterest thing came out, and it just got bad, and stocks started getting hit. There became a waterfall sell-off, and then they came out and said, no, we're not buying Pinterest. And the stops just kept liquidating, and you could tell that the momentum is actually turning. And I think that this number right here of about 222.64, I think that's the bottom. So I bought it a little early at like 225. It might drop to the 222.64, or it might start getting bullish momentum. And if we go back and we take a look maybe on the hour charts, we can see that it started to turn. See with that blue candle? Let's go back and look at the 30-minute. So see that? 1, 2, 3. That's an hour and a half. 3 of these candles is an hour and a half. Let's look at the 15-minute. See what I'm saying? A little bit of bullish momentum here. The 5-minute. So it ended the day wanting to change, and it's pretty darn close to where I think the floor is of that 222.64. So I think PayPal, if it comes and it scrapes the bottom, maybe it hits resistance and double bottoms, and then it starts to rally and it makes its way back up to 310, 320, 330, 350, 370, 380. Next year. Just picking some of it up now, it's probably a good long-term investment that you don't have to swing trade and Now it is bearish being under the 200. Don't get me wrong, and I don't like that. That doesn't make me comfortable. But I'm a protector, and I do know the risks of the stock market. And I know that I bought at 225, and I put my stop at like 221 or 220, something like that. I can go check and let you know in the next video, but I think it was like 220, 221. So I can lose about, I don't know, $600 for every 100 shares. And to me, that is not that big of a deal because, if you're losing here, but you're going all the way up $100, if you could lose $6, or yeah, if you can lose $6, but you can make 100, well, that's a really good risk to reward ratio for me. So coming down to the floor, now we haven't bounced. So I did buy a little prematurely. I guess I FOMO'd in a little, got a little excited. Just so PayPal is one that you don't have to worry about. Like Disney's going sideways, but you could buy Disney and you don't have to worry about it. Apple's dropped a little bit last week, a couple percent, but you don't have to worry about it. Some of these other trades that I do, you got to be really on point. Like stuff like PayPal, it's not going to be the end of the world. This thing's probably going to come down here, bounce, and it's just on its way. So even if I buy within $3 of where I might think the bottom is, then that's pretty much the bottom. If you're within $3 of the bottom. Now we don't know till it bounces. It's got to hit and bounce. I mean, it could break through, and we could have a whole nother problem, and then I get stopped out. And I'm just, I messed up. I mean, the next stop this thing could come to, realistically, is 207.14. But does anybody watching right now really think that PayPal is going to go to 207.14? Can you imagine what a steal that would be? And by the way, not only are they not buying Pinterest and they announced it and it kept going down, but nothing is wrong fundamentally with this company. Zero. I can't find anything that is leading to this type of decline other than liquidations and maybe people just rotating and moving their money, and they caught this huge run and they're in something else. Well, now it's time for new people that didn't get PayPal before to get this great discount. And I don't think it's going to 207, and I didn't even think it'd get this low, but it's almost irresistible at this point not to pick up PayPal. And Prog, I mean, whether I'm in it for 3 days or I'm in it for 3 months, it doesn't matter. It looks technically like a winner to me. So I picked up 8,000 shares of Prog and a couple hundred shares of PayPal, and I'm excited. I'll let you know how it goes. They're not my best technical trades, like I've been giving you. I kind of FOMO'd in. Like I said, I could have probably got this about $3 less. But the last thing I want to do is wake up tomorrow and this thing goes up $14, and I'm like, man, I should have just bought it. So the charts are not showing me it's going to go up $14 in the morning this morning. It's showing me that it might come down a little bit, like another $2-3. It's possible, but like I said, if it goes below there, I get stopped and I lose a little bit. If it bounces off, I'm pretty close to the bottom, and we let it ride. And I'm pretty happy to own PayPal. I think it's a great company and good for the long-term portfolio. So I'm not overly worried. And I just wanted to make this video and kind of touch on both of those companies, a couple trades that I opened. I also opened Chewy, CleanSpark, and Qualcomm. So I'm up on all of them, doing really good with those. SM Energy, I'm actually looking to add more. So yeah, really exciting. And I've been filming the courses. I just did a really big course. I gave the big secret on what made the 600 biggest rallies the stock market has ever seen go up. What had to happen, in what order, in what sequence, and what attributes, and what percentage. And all these were over 1,000% gains over the last 125 years. And I just broke down that super Wall Street secret of what you need to look for, and in what order, and what sequence, and how it works. And if you can target that, then that's like one of my little things. It's like one of those little hidden secrets that most people don't know, and that's in my courses. And you learn so many sick tricks to make money in my courses. It's ridiculous. So click the Discord, start chatting with people. If you want to upgrade, that's cool. You probably should. If you really are about making money and learning and maybe making some changes in your lifestyle to start like stacking some chips, like It'd be a really good thing. There's no course like it. It's, you will be a savage printing money when you're done with that thing. You'll know so much, and it's all going to make sense because I take my time teaching. So, yeah, click the link and do me a favor, hit the like here and hit the subscribe and select all if you don't mind. And I appreciate you guys so much. And we hit 600 subscribers today, so that's pretty cool. And just want to say thank you for that and all the support, and welcome to the Wheelhouse.